कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलं वाल्मीकेर्मुनिसिंहस्य कविता वनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति पराङ्गतिं यः पिबन् सततं रामचरितामृतसागरम् अतृप्तस्थं मुनिं वन्दे प्राचेतसमकल्मषं जयत्यतिबलो रामः लक्ष्मणश्च महाबलः राजा जयति सुग्रीवो राघवेण अभिपालितः दासोऽहं कौसलेन्द्रस्य रामस्य अक्लिष्टकर्मणः हनूमान् शत्रुसैन्यानां निहन्ता मारुतात्मजः न रावणसहस्रं मे युद्धे प्रतिफलं भवेत् शिलाभिस्तु प्रहरतः पादपैश्च सहस्रशः अर्धयित्वा पुरीं लङ्काम् अभिवाद्य च मैथिलीं समृद्धार्तो गमिष्यामि मिषतां सर्वराक्षसां नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यो नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः நாடிய பொருள் கைகூடும் ஞானமும் புகழும் உண்டாம் வீடியல் வழியது ஆக்கும் வேரியம் கமலை நோக்கும் நீடிய அரக்கரசேனை நீருபட்டு எழிய வாகை சூடிய சிலை ஈராமன் தொல்வழி கூறுவார்க்கே நமசபாயை. ஸ்ரீ ராமாயण आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग लेक्चर सीरीज पार्ट 73. आज तो त्रिसप्ततितमः बैठक 73rd sitting गोष्ठी. And Das is really pleased, and Das is also ever grateful to Paramapita Pujya Sri Ram that two of the regular attendees made sure that this Goshti continues. Being summertime, people travel, but still this is Shraddha. Srimati Ethel Parik and Miliji, dono itna Shraddha that I didn't want to cancel, but not to force people, but these two people were very particular that we continue. And also our Goshti is blessed to have a upcoming Sampradaya Astavala Shreyas. They all come regularly and Dhanya ho. What is happening? Ramakatha हरि अनंत, हरि कथा अनंत. ये तो वाणी धर्म सम्राट करपात्री महाराज की. हरि अनंत, राम अनंत, राम कथा अनंत. It is true. Rama Katha is evergreen, both theory and practical. We have come to a point that there is sorrow everywhere, anxiety everywhere. But what does Rama says? He practically demonstrates what the written text does. Ramayane arogya hitavachanaha. Health and well-being prescribed by Rama. It comes in Ayodhya Kanda. In the Sarcha what we are doing, Rama is going to say how to live well. चिरं दुःखस्य पापिष्टं गम्यताम् अर्थसिद्धयेत्. चिरं दुःखस्य पापिष्टं. Do not prolong sorrows. Do not prolong negativity. This is coming exactly when Rama was departing. When Rama was departing Ayodhya, he is coming and staying on the banks of Tamasa river. Aaj ka to Azamgarh की प्रांत्य. In the Prantya of Azamgarh, Rama is staying, and that morning is coming. This is the third day. We will be touching nearly 50% of Ayodhya Kanda today. Ayodhya Kanda has 119 sargas. If Ram Kripa is there, we will come to the 50th sarga. 50 sargas in Ayodhya Kanda. All these are happening according to Ramayana, according to actually written by sage Valmiki. It is the third day. Everything, all the activities started on a Punarvasu day. The whole hell broke loose on a Pushya Nakshatra. Pushya Nakshatra faded away. And Aslesha Nakshatra springs on the third day. Punarvasu, Pushya, Aslesha. In the morning of Aslesha Nakshatra, Ram is going to tell how we can live long. Valmiki himself says, Chiram dukkasya papittam. If you do not prolong your sorrow, sorrow is part of life. And if you do not prolong sorrow, you will live like Ayodhya Vasis, as is going to be instructed by Ram today. तुष्टि और पुष्टि से रहेंगे. एतल पारिक जी, आपका भर्ता को पूछिए, हाउ टू लिव तुष्टि एंड पुष्टि. राम सेस दिस. सो रामा हैज इंस्ट्रक्टेड सुमंत्रा to cross the Tamasa river in the Azamgarh province and drive 48 minutes Udhanmukha, the northern direction, as if going towards Ayodhya Nagar, and then wait for some time and come back in such a way that there are no wheel tracks, because there was no foot. Sumantra drove the chariot north, but when he drove north, he wetted, because he has to cross the Tamasa river, because he dropped Ram on the southern bank of Tamasa river. Okay, so they crossed. So Rama has not started walking yet. Nannu palim pa natachi vachiti o na prananata nannu palim pa natachi vachiti o. Hey Ram, people in the Aranya, all the rishis and even Nishad Raj, and Nishad Desh ke praja, just 170 kilometers away. Ram is just tick heart though, because Guha Sakyam is one of the greatest episodes in Valmiki Ramayana. That too in Tulsi Manas में तो इतना तो भक्ति चर्चा केवट नाम के एक कैरेक्टर को तुलसीदास भगवान इंट्रोड्यूस करता है. सो वो अगस्त में करेंगे हम, उसकी कृपा तो. So what's only 170 kilometers away from meeting the fifth brother of Ram. Just 170 kilometers. So Sumantra dropped Ram, Lakshmana or Sita ji on the southern banks of Tamasa river. Tamasa varayanti varagavam. That is how the 45th sarga ends. And then Ram instructs that go back again to the northern banks. Then when Sumantra has to go back northern banks, he has to wet the wheels. So when you have the wet wheel, the sand and the dust will accumulate, so you will see the wheel track. By the time Sumantra drives 48 minutes in the northern direction, the wetness would have dried, and when you drive on the side of the road, there won't be any wheel track when coming back. So it is a leela. Ram does it. Tata striyo rama nimittam atura yata sute bhratariva vivasite vilapya dhina rududuhu vicetasaha sutaihi tasam adhiko hi so bhavet. When tata comes, when the meter extends, Valmiki is a good dramatist. So now, tata striyo rama nimittam yata sute bhratariva vivasite. I sang that previous thing as if telling Anushtup, but it didn't rhyme well. But when the sarga is ending, when the scene is changing, Valmiki extends the meter. So when you have that rhyme, the rhyme will flow only when you have that extended recitation. Tata striyo rama nimittam yata sute bhratariva vivasite vilapya dhina rududuhu vicetasaha sutaihi tasam adhiko hi so bhavet. As if they have lost their son, more than a son, the streets of Ayodhya Nagari. Paurangananam vilalapaha. The streets cried as if they have lost their own sons. Why not better than their sons? Prashanta Geetotsava Nritvadana Vyapasta Harsha Pihita Panodaya Tatahi Ayodhya Nagari Babuvasa. All Panya, all the Apanas, all the stores were vacant. Maharnavasam Chapito Dako Yata, as if the ocean has dried. So what happened? So these people, the women, were very unhappy. Hey Purushon, you didn't do your job right. Now go back and get it. Are they going back? Valmiki doesn't say that, what these men did. But Kamban, you have to bring all the samanvaya of all the granthas. Tulsidas is a bhakti kavi. His mind was itching to introduce us to Kevat. and Guha, Nishadraj. So he forgets everything. Rama went to Shringibherpura. He says that. That's all. One couple of dohes. But what happened? Did these men go back? You have to go and trace. I was able to look at Giridhara Das and others and found an answer in the Tamil epic Kambaramayan, where he says these people were instructed by Kulaguru Vasishta to stay put. So assuming that Kulaguru Vasishta advised them, just chup raho, just 14 years Ram will come back. Ramaha api ratri seshena tena eva mahadantaram jagama purusha vyagraha piturajñam anusmaran. So we have now seen what has happened in Ayodhya. These men came, they didn't find Ram, so they went back. Then what did Rama do? Split screen. Valmiki says, then when these men were going back and the women were crying, Paurangananam Vilalapa, that is the Sarga's name. Now what is happening at the same time? So it was early morning, Brahma Muhurta on a Aslasha day. So the third day of the episodes. We are coming to the third day. On the third day, Ram, the Dharma Swarupa, leaves Kausala Desa. So, Punarvasu, Pushya, Aslesha. On the night of Aslesha or on the evening of Aslesha, Ram goes near Prayagraj. Now he is staying in Azamgarh in the early morning. Ramapi ratri seshena tena eva mahadantaram jagama purusha vyagra pitur agnyam. What did Rama do? He just took rest on that few hours and then woke up at the Brahma Muhurta and made a resolve in his mind. Agnyam anusmaran. Pitura agnyam anusmaran. He said, whatever come may, I'm going to fulfill my father's vow to my Chotima. Tataiva gacchata tasya vyapayat rajani shiva upasya shivam sandhyam vishayantam vyagahat. So vishayantam mane boundary. So he has determined that today he will cross the boundary of Kosala Desa. What is the boundary of Kosala Desa? The boundary of Kosala Desa is determined by Gomti river. When you cross Gomti river, the Kosala Desa end comes. Tataiva gacchataha tasya vyapayat rajani shiva. He made sure that the night passed away and the morning Ushatkal came. The people were all sleeping. He slipped away. Upasya shivam sandhyam. He did Pratha Sandhyavandan before the Aruna comes. So he did Arghya before Surya comes. Graman Vikrishta Siman Tan Pushpitani Vananicha. So already Rama is on the southern banks of Tamasa river. Okay. So when you cross Tamasa river, all the forest comes, paddy fields comes, and Gevu fields comes. All those fields come. Graman Vikrishta Siman, Vikrishta boundary. Vikrishta means Shreshta Kurvata. That means the fields were all plowed well. So the city scene changes. Until now, until the other side of Tamasa river, it's all bustling city. Ayodhya Nagar was this much extended. What they call it is suburban. So Ayodhya on the bank of Sarayu was urban. Then until the Tamasa river is suburban. Now the village aspect comes. I didn't say, Valmiki says, Graman Vikrishta man Tan Pushpitani Vananicha. So Ram started seeing the fields, Gevuka field. Vanani Pushpitani Pashyan Atiyayau Shigram Shanaihi Ivahaya Uttamai. What is the Makut for today's topic? Chiram dukkasya papishtam. So Rama says, when he says that the horses should be driven in such a way, we get exerted. Shigraihi. Okay, you run. Okay, running is good for your health. But when you run at a high speed, what you should do? You should be careful. The first lesson for health and wellness in this chapter itself, couple of pearls Valmiki gives as if Rama is giving for us to live well. One, you have to active lifestyle should be there, but at the same time you should not overwork yourself. That's the reason. So he puts a contract. Shigraihi shanaihi. Shigra mane fast, shanai mane slow. How can you combine fast? Oh, Sumantra, make sure the horses go fast and slow. Can that be done? That means Shanai here means you should not take literally, so you should say pay attention. Pay attention to what you do. Pashyan atiti yayav. He went, made sure Sumantra drives the horses fast, but at the same time being careful. Shanaihi shigram iva haya uttamaihi shrunvan vacho manushyanam grama samvasa vasinam. He started listening to the people. So far he has been only followed by the urban and suburban Ayodhya, particularly elites. Take it that way. Now he is going to mix with gaon ke log. Then he wanted to listen what they say. Shrunvan vacho manushyanam grama samvasavasinam. Those people who are living in grama. Rajanam dhik dasharatam kamasya vashamagatam. Ha nrishamsa adhya kaikeyi papa anubandhini. They also felt the same. That is Ramarajya. Ha nrishamsa, cruel. Kaikeyi is a cruel, wicked woman. Adhya, today. Kaikeyi Papa, she is a papi. Papa Anubandhani, she is a follower of Papa. Tikshna Sambhinna Maryada, Tikshne Karmani Vartate. So she is cruel, wicked, Tikshna. Sambhinna Maryada. What is Sambhinna Maryada? Who is Rama? Rama is Maryada Purushottama. What is Maryada? Also, we know simply Maryada means respect. No. The actual meaning of Maryad means boundary. So why we call Rama a Maryada Purushottama? No? He would not cross the boundary. He would not cross the boundary of Dharma. Hence, Rama is called Maryada Purushottam. He never crossed the boundary of Dharma. Whereas his Chotima crossed Sambhinna Maryada. Bhinna, not only Bhinna, Sambhinna. She totally trashed the Rubicons and rules of Dharma. Tikshne karmani vartate. Not only she was cruel, she only did cruelty. Ya putram idrisham rajnya pravasayati dharmikam. Putram dharmikam ya pravasayati. She made a person, Rama, the walking embodiment of Dharma, to walk away. Vaneva ase mahapragyam sanukrosham atandriyam. Shanukrosham. He is an anukrosha, anukampa. He is a man of daya. She led this person, Dharma Surupa, to go away. Forget Ram. This one is Sukumari, 18-year-old girl, just becoming major in nowadays. Okay. How will she live? Katam nama mahabhaga Sita janakanandini sadha sukeshu abhirata dukkhani anubhavishyati. Look at this. Mahalakshmi, if you recite these, all goodness will come. Katham nama mahabhaga tejaswini. Hey Mahalakshmi, Mahabhaga. Always Mahalakshmi will bless your both homes because you insisted that we continue today. Katham nama mahabhaga Sita janakanandini. Look at this. Janakanandini, Sita, Mahabhaga, Mahalakshmi, Jagadishwari. Sada sukeshu abhira. Always blessed only with sukha. Sitamma mayamma. Hey Amma, Sitamma. Sada sukeshu abhirata. She is always nourished with sukha. Dukkanu anubhavishyati. How will she bear all the dukkam? Chiram dukkasya papishtam papiyam. Don't prolong, move, march on. Uttishta jagrata. Like Upanishad said, Swami Vivekananda used this punchline. Prapya. Hey Manushya, hey Aryaputra, Uttishta, Jagrata, always move forward. Until you get your actions fulfilled. Artha siddhyatam, ghamyatam, artha siddhayet. What a beautiful phrase. Chiram dukkasya papishtam, ghamyatam, artha siddhayet. Don't worry about anything. Is cancer at home? Yes. But don't sit idle. Go to chemo, go be precautive. But then if something has to happen. But never give up until the end. That is the lesson. Sada sukeshu abhirata dukkhani anubhavishyati. Aho dasharato raja nisneha swasutah priyam prajanam anagham ramam parityaktum itumiccheti. So how can this Raja Dasharatha, oh alas, Raja Nisne, how he became unfriendly to his own son? I'm not understanding. Prajanam anagam. He has never done anything. Agam mane papa. Agam mane bad things. Rama never even thought about any papa. Yeta vacho manushyanam grama samvasavasinam. When people were moving like this, these were the talking people said. Yeta vacho manushyanam grama samvasavasinam shrunvan atiyayau viraha kosalan kosaleshwara. He kept on. He was a sthita prajna. He didn't care. Okay, what did he say? The Sarga began saying that I am going to fulfill the vows of my father. So whether the urban people or semi-urban people or gram people said, Ram, don't go. They could not change his mind. Gamyatam Siddhartha Sadayet. What did I say? It's a theory. Valmiki wrote these words. Words are just words. Words have meaning. Words have practicality in Ramayana. Yeta vacho manushyanam grama samvasa vasinam srunvan atiyayau. He went quickly. Atiyayau vira kausalan kausaleswara. The Raja of Kausala, the Yuvaraja of Kausala wanted to leave his motherland. Can you believe? Until then, Rama has not crossed Gomti. Because he is so attached to his motherland. Janani janmabhumischa swargat api ghariyasi. Rama himself says in Yuddhakanta. Janani janmabhumischa swargat api ghariyasi. Motherland. Both are to be eulogized more than the Swarga. So he never, all that he did was he might have sent his warriors when they say this is Rama's battalion, everybody surrendered. Eta vacho manushyanam grama samvasavasinam shrunvan atiyayau viraha kosalane kosaleswara tataha veda srutim nama. Beautiful. So he had already started moving. So tamasa is flowing. Varayanti Ivaragavam. Beautiful. So this is Sarayu Gagra. Then Tamasa comes here. So this is the northern bank of Tamasa, Ajamgarh. People were all there. Rama tricked. He moved, crossed Tamasa. Then he has to cross three rivers. Three rivers to cross Gomati. The first river is Vedasruti, small river, tributary of Ganga called Vedasruti. After Vedasruti comes Gomti. Then after Gomti, before going to Prayagraj, he will cross another small river, tributary called Skandika. Vedasruti, Gomti, Skandika, until he goes then to Sringaberpura in Prayagraj. So now he is in Ajamgarh. Varanasi is here. He doesn't go through Varanasi. It's proving again and again. So this is Gomti. First river is Vedasruti. He crossed Vedasruti. Then he is going to come to Gomti. Gomti will join Ma Ganga in a place called Kaiti. Gomati's total kilometers running from Himalayas, Gomti Tal, is about 950 kilometers. It goes through major cities: Lucknow, Lakshmanapuri, Sultanpuri, Jaunpur, Kaiti. So now Ramayana in Varanasi is not there in the Rama's early phase of trip. No. He just crosses Vedasruti, goes to Gomti, and the place where the Gomti, he passes Gomti is today's Jaunpur, Sultanpur, Lucknow, Lakshmanpuri, Sultanpur, Jaunpur. So he crosses these rivers diagonally to go to Prayagraj. So Prayagraj is slightly northeast of Varanasi. And in that Prayagraj, northern bank is what? Sringaberpura. So the total distance from where Ram starts the journey on the third day morning, Aslasha day, to reach Prayagraj is 170 kilometers. From Azamgarh to Gomti, to reach Jaunpur, he has to travel 70 kilometers as of today. And then he has to pass 100 kilometers to go to reach Mother Ganges. All in fertile Gangetic plain. So Vedasruti, Gomati. Gomane, there are a lot of cows on the banks of Gomati. Valmiki himself says that's the reason Gomati. Now they call it as Gomti. So Gagra, Sarayu, Tamasa, Vedasruti, Gomti, Skandika, all running parallel to Ganges, and they all meet Ganges. Where does Gagra meet Ganges? Chapra, near Patna. Where does Tamasa reach Ganges? Fefna, in Balia. Where does Gomti reach? Kaiti. Kaiti, these are all Sangama, Prayags. Kaiti is where Gomati reaches. Next to Prayagraj, Triveni Sangamam, the important Prayag is Kaiti, where Gomati meets Maganga. Then Tamasa meets Ganga at Fefna in Balia district. And then the major river Gagra, Sarayu meets Ganga near Patna in Chapra. So the river enlarges. Tataha Veda Shruti Nama Shivavari Vaham Nadim. Important Nadi, small Nadi, but pious Nadi. Even listening to these names is Shuddhi, Atma Shuddhi. Veda Shrutim Nama Shiva Mangala Vari Mane water. Veda Shrutim Nama Shivavari Vaham Nadim Uttirya Abhimukav Prayat Agastya Adyushitam Disham. Agastya Rishi is known for southern Rishi, southern direction. So Rama goes southern direction now. But what did he do? Rama slightly changed towards northern direction for auspiciousness. Udanmukat Gacchati. Now he comes southern direction parallel to Varanasi. Abhimukha, facing the southern direction where once upon a time sage Agastya lived. Agastya is the third important Rishi. Vasishta, Viswamitra, Agastya. Why? It is only in Aranyaganda Agastya gives all the Astra Sastra which Rama uses in Varanavada, in Ravanavada. Uttirya crosses. So he crossed the Vedasruti river, slightly turning southern direction. Prayat Agastya Adyushitam. Adyushitam mane residing place. Once Agastya resided. Gatva tu suchiram kalam tataha shita jalam nadim gomatim goyuta anupam atarat sagaram gamam. Pious Nadi Gomti. After riding chariot for some time, suchiram kalam shita jalam. Very cold water on Gomatim. Goyuta anupam. Why it is called Gomati? Because everywhere there are Gomata. And not only go, there is also buffalo. Anupam mane buffalo. Goyuta anupam atarati sagaram gamam Gomatim chapi atikramya ragavaha shigraihi. He crossed Gomti. Where? In Jaunpur. So he crossed Azamgar, Jaunpur is going to Prayagraj. So he crossed Atikramya Ragava Shigraihi Ahai Mayura Hamsa Abhirutam Tataras Kyandikam Nadim. As soon as he crossed Gomati, he saw a lot of Mayura, peacock and Hamsa, swans. Then he spotted that should be a Nadi called Skandika. So Sarayu, Tamasa, Vedashruti, Gomati, Skandika. 5 rivers, imagine. He didn't even come to Ganges. How fertile that land is. Gomatim chapi atikramya ragavaha shigraihi ahaihi mayurahamsa abhirutam tatarastyandikam nadim samahim manuna rajnya. Until then, all that places what Rama passed is totally belonging to Uttara Koshala Desha. Which was the Desha? Established by Manu. Because Manu is the Adya Purusha. Swayambhunam. So he is the Manu. Swayambhu Manu. The son of Surya is Manu. And hence the Divakara Vamsa, Divam Karoti, Surya Vamsa began. Sahi Samahim Manuna Rajnya Dattam Ikshvakave Pura. So this was all developed and given to the progenies of the Surya Vamsa by none other than Manu. Spitam Rashtra Vritam Ramaha Vaidehim Anvada. He takes pride. Yes, This is all my forefathers' land. Millie's forefather to Gujarat, but you moved somewhere to South Africa. But still, you are fond of going to your gaon, no? In Gujarat, Gurjar Desh. That is it. Spitam, bountiful. Look at this bounty. Everywhere, cows and buffaloes and gevu and things like that. Spitam, bounty. Spitam, Rashtra Avritam, surrounded. Avritam. Vaidehim Anvadarshi was fondly showing his beloved. Sutaiti evacha abhashya saratim tam abhik. Not only that, he got elated. Look at this. I'm coming to the boundary which I have not seen before. This belongs to my forefathers. That is why I'm going for a month. Next month to my grandma. To see my paddy field and to see my calf running. And as if my mind is there. But one more week lecture is there anyway. So Sutaitiye vacha abhashya. As if he is talking to his suta, his child. He was talking to his patni and even to Sarati. Abhikshanascha. Immediately, he will finish one thing. Hey, Sumantra, see this. Hey, did you see that peacock there? Did you see the swan there? Sutaiti evacha abhashya saratim tam abhikshana. Repeated again and again. Hamsa matta swara sriman. But very soft and beautiful voice. Madhura voice. Hamsa manta. As if the swan is making noise. Hamsa matta swara sriman. But who was he? He was a Purusharshaba, Gudajatru Arindama. But when it came to his motherland, and he became like a child. Hamsa Mattaswara Sriman. Why is Sriman? Because he's still keeping Mahalakshmi by his side. Watch, that's going to go away in few years. Right, in 11 years. So, in 13 years. Sriman Uvacha Purusharshaba Kada Aham Punaha Agamya Saravya. Hey, Sita, don't worry. We are coming back. That is hope. When we come back, Kadaham Punaragamya Saravya Pushpite Vane Mrigayam Paryatashyami Matra Pichra Sangataha. Don't worry, we will be reunited with our father and mother, because Valmiki portrays in this Sarga Rama as a Manushya, although Dasaratha is gone. The same day, that third day, on that Aslesha day, that night, Dasaratha goes away. But what he say? Oh, my papa and mama will be there. Don't worry, Sita will come and I'll go hunting. Mrigayam Paryatashyami will go, will Paryata Atan, will keep moving, Atan, will keep moving, will hunt. Na Atyartham Abhikankshami Mrigayam Sarayuvane. But don't think that I am addicted. But this is the passion for Rajas, so I am doing, but you will like it. Na Atyartham. Don't think Atyartham, I'm not addicted. It's like Tambaku, na? I'm not. Abhikansha, I don't care, I'm not addicted. Mrigayam Sarayuvane Ratihi. Spare time. Rati mane spare time. Rati mane night. So night is spare time. People don't do much work in the night. But nowadays people get things done in the night. Anyway, but you shouldn't do. Ratihi Esha Atula. Atula mane without ullangan to Shastra. He's again protecting himself. I'm only going to spend spare time, if at all he has got. But I will do that spare time without Shastra Ullangan. Atula, Loke, Raja Rishi Gana Sammata. Which the rishis like Manu, which the rishis like Yajnavalka, which my own preceptor Vasishtas have approved. Rishi Gana Sammata. Raja Rishinam hi lokesmin ratyartam mrigayavane. They have allowed. Because Rajya Paripalanam is tough. I need a relaxation. Rajas need a relaxation. That's why they go to Martha's vineyard. They go here and there, right? Like that. Rajarshinam li lokesmin ratyartam mane spare time. Mrigaya vane kale kritam tam manujaihi. So, kale kritam manujaihi dhanvinam abhikanksham for the warriors. For the Rajas, Dhanvinam, for Rajas it is allowed. So let's do. Don't get dejected, Sita. We'll come, we'll go hunting, we'll have some spare time. Satam Advanam Aishwakaha Sutam Madhuraya Gira. Gira mane words. What is the meaning of Goshti? So we have a Goshti. Even though it is a limited Goshti, but it is Shraddhavan Goshti. Aap bhi aaye Rajbhai. Anyway, so what is Goshti? Gavaha vicharati tishtan yaha goshti. What is goshti? Gavaha mane go. Ga mane prithvi. Ga mane vak. where there is a good lectures, good discussion using your mouth. Gavaha vicharaha tishtati yaha saha goshti. What is Sanskrit? No language can beat. Gavaha vicharaha. Using words, you do discussion, good discussion. Where it is resting, tishtati. Here, Ramayana. Hari Anant, Hari Katha Anant. So, Satam Advanam. Then he was speaking like this, and then he went Advan. He started going into the forest. Tam tam artam abhipretya yayau vakyam udirayan. So likewise, if you drive long distance, you put FM, right? Those days, no FM, nothing. So he didn't want Sarathi to sleep, so he kept on talking so that he is awake. Look at this. Tam tam artam abhipretya. Whatever Sarathi likes, because he shouldn't sleep. He has been not sleeping that night before, right? Tam tam artam abhipretya yayau vakyam udirayan. So he started going towards Prayagraj, and what a blessing. 50th Sarga in Ayodhya Kand. 73rd Goshti. Bhaitak, this is 50th Sarga. Vishalan Kosalan Ramyan Yatva Lakshmana Purvajaha. We have come in the half section of Sastra Kand, Dharma Kand, Ayodhya Kand. Valmiki says he didn't call Rama Rama, he's a Lakshmana Purvaja, because Lakshmanaha Lakshmi Sampannaha, Kainkarya Sriman. Ram trusted Lakshmana so that he can bring his wife. So Valmiki Mahamuni says Lakshmana Purvajaha Ramaha started his Paryatane, started his Yatra. Vishalan Kosalan Ramyan Yatva. So Vishalan, very big. He now crossed his Matrubhumi. So he is going into somebody's territory. Who? Nishad Raj ki territory mein wo jata hai abhi. Vishalan Koshalan Ramyan Yatva. Yatva mane to cross. Lakshmana Purvajaha Ayodhyam Abhimukho Dhimane. Then he turns Ayodhya. Kaise Ayodhya? Valmiki pours his heart about. And today will be Pavitra, because Valmiki pours about Ganga. Ganga Ma. How is she? Tripadaga Ganga. Tribihi Padibihi Gamyati iti Tripada. Swarg Mrityu. Pathal lok gamyati iti tripagata Ma Ganga. Such a pavitra nadi. Ayodhyam abhimukho dhimane pranjali vakabravit. He does pranjali and then he does his pranams to his Matrubhumi. Aprichema, please give me permission to leave you. He is not going to see her for 14 years. Aprichettvam purishreshte kakusta paripalite. Hey ma, give me permission. Kakusta paripalite, which has been ruled by 37 kings, starting from Manu. Daivatani cha yani tvam palayanti vasanti cha. This land is inhabited by Daivatas, by Devas. Devanam Purayodhya Tasyagum Hiranmaya Koshaha. This land, Veda says, Aranyaka Bhaga says, Ashtachakra Navadhvara Puri Hiranmaya Kosha. This is full of Hiranmaya, Brahma Swarupam, the Supreme himself resides. Yes, of course, Rama came. Swargo Loko Jyotishavrita Yo Vaita Am Brahmano Veda. You people understand nothing. Ayodhya is Devapuri. Amrutena Vritam Puri. That's why people fought for 100 years. Amrutena Vritam Puri Tasmai Brahma Che Brahma. So the Supreme is residing. We don't know whether we'll go. Of course, Sri Vaishnavas will go to Vaikunta. That's our belief. Right. But in general, at least we now know. At least we know that Ayodhya is there. Many people would have gone and seen. Das ka wo prapt nahi abhi tak. What do? Think about Ayodhya. Veda says 3 things will come to you, which we need. Ayuhu kirti prajam dadatu. Ayus. I want 95 years. Netflix. Great grandson's graduation. There's no limit. So Ayu kirti. Abba. I got to be the topmost surgeon in the world. If not, at least with Texas. Prajan daduhu. That Ayodhya gives. Aprichetvam puri sreshte kakusta paripalite daivatani cha yani tvam palayantya vasanti cha. They don't even protect, they reside there. Ram resides here. Yahan Ramakata, jahan Ram. So, Nrivirta Vanavasatvam Rune Jagati Pate. Once I fulfill the vows of my father, Ma, don't worry, I'm coming back. He came back. Punardrakshami matra cha pitra cha sasamgataha. I will see Ayodhya along with my family. Tato ruditam raksho bhujam uddumya dakshinam. So, his eyes got tearful. Even for mandabuddhi like me, when I recite such an emotional sarga, tears come. How about this Paramapita? His eyes change, Tamraksha. His eyes says, Tamro Arunaha. Veda again says, because he is a Surya Kula Devata. So they say that if you are a Surya Kula Devata, you will have a Tamra, copper-like shine. Tamro Arunaha. Veda says, Aranya Bhaga. It's there. So, Tamraksha, his eyes became red. Punardrakshami matra cha pitra cha sasangataha tato rudidratam raksho bhujam uddhimya dakshina. That's it. He is bidding farewell. When you bid farewell, you raise your hand. So, why you people raise when you finish your Mangalasasan and every puja, you all raise. That is this. That means on that day, hey Paramapita, that is the last Mangalasasana you do. So you say Shambhu, you invoke Shambhu and say, I'm taking leave, Tata. So that's how Tata came. See you later. Yes, it is Shastra, Vihit, see you later. So he is leaving Ayodhya. So Bhujam Uddhimya Dakshinam, right hand. So don't just lift left hand alone, right hand. That too. This is Shastra. So now you know why you say this. Tato rudiratam raksho bhujam uddhumya dakshinam asrupurna muko dinaha. He became fragile because I'm leaving this many people. I'm leaving my Matru land. I don't know what is there tomorrow because he is Manushya. Abravich janapadam janam. He is giving the life lesson. Mind over matter. If Dr. Arun Patel is there, he could vouch for me. So I had to consult some psychiatrist here because it's a great lesson. If you keep your pain, Padima chal gayi, 10 days you can have pain, 13 days you do Shubha and then start working. You can't carry that sorrow forever. It will suck you. When it sucks you mentally, you are physically sucked. When you are sucked, your surrounding is sucked, then the purpose of life is gone. Ramayana says this. Not a single place. Very rarely Valmiki uses the same phrase twice. He used this before. In the 40th Sarga, if my memory corrects, 40th Sarga, 47th Sloka, he tells Sumantra when he is leaving the palace, hey Sumantra, don't look back at my parents. Even they scold you, tell them that you didn't hear because we cannot drag the sorrow for my parents and my Ayodhya vasis. Chiram dukkasya papishtam. So when you keep dwelling, bitterness bites you. You got to let the negative things go. You can say, I'm using selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor is there. All is there. But you ask a psychiatrist, I did ask. They say, of course, cancer and other thing are the great vyadi. Let's hope the world is devoid of that. But at least in those, The patient has control of their mind, so they will say, tomorrow is my radio, tomorrow is my chemo. Whereas if you are mentally upset, they don't think that they have the disease. That's the problem. So when the patient doesn't even know that they have some problem, then they won't take the medicine. And if they don't, and there are very limited medicines available for antipsychosis or antidepressant, very limited. It's only talking. So I did consult psychiatrists to explain this. Because I don't take Ramayana as simple Shastra. This is true. So already dealing with a psychiatric patient is difficult. And if you just have to, you should provide. The service providers have a tough job more than the patient. So you should be the one giving confidence to them. Mind over matter. So it is all about your confidence, and that's what gets away in psychiatry. Chiram dukkasya papiyo gamyatam artha siddhayet. Many years back, this Mahan has written, Chiram dukkasya papiyam. There he says papishtam. Chiram dukkasya papishtam iti Rama sutam abravit. It will come like that there. Here he says, Chiram dukkasya papiyam gamyatam siddharte artha siddhayet. Let's go. Okay, it happened. 10 days you grieve. 13th day you just tell people that I will move forward. That's why you do the Vaikunta Samaroh. Right? In Gujarat they do Vaikunta Samaroh. We do Shubha Svikara on the 13th day. If it is Agni based samskara. Then you move on. Face the world. Chalo, yahi niyati. Das ke life may be aaya. And this is what? Every time. Oh, Ram said this. Move on. Chiram dukkasya papiyo gamyatam artha siddhi. Our goal. Reach your goal. As long as you are there, fight. Ram did. Chiram dukkasya papiyo gamyatam artha siddhaye. Te abhivadya mahatmanam kritva chapi pradakshinam vilapanto naragoram vyatishthanta kvachit. Then they said, all the Gramavasis said, this man tells, he gave a great lesson. Gamyatam, you people go. You have job to do. You have to take care of your family, not Ram. You have kids, grandkids. You have Keti. You have to live. Gamyatam artha siddhaya. What has to be done, you have to do. Rajabai has to go to India. He has to go. Chiram dukkasya papiyo gamyatam artha siddhayet. Why do we need to have management lesson? This enough. Nobody preached life than Ramayana. Then people found, okay, he is resolved. He can't change. We can't change. He cannot be changed. So they said, hey Mahapurush, hey Dharmatman, let us do Pradakshinam. Because when you do Pradakshinam to Dharma, you are circumambulating the whole Mahadharti. Dhanyaho. Tata vilapatam tesham atruptane cha Raghava. Raghava leaves with heavy heart because they were not satisfied that they are letting Ram to go. But Ram himself told that, hey people, you go do your job. I also have to go and do my job. So let me go and do my job. Gamyatam siddhartha sadhaye. Achakshuriyam, he just disappeared. The chariot went away into the forest. Achachugu vishayam prayate yatharkha kshanat amuke. Beautiful. As if the day was fading, arkamana day, as if the day was fading, kshana, kshinate, divam kshinate iti kshana. Kshana mane night. Kshanat mane kshanata, kshanat mane night. Night started coming as if it's just a upama. Tato dhanya dhanopetane danashila janani shivane akritaschit bayan ramyan chaitya yupam samavrit. He entered the villages along with the Vana and Valmiki, because it's a heavy heart. Lakshmana was in a heavy heart. Sumantra will pour his heart, cry one sarga, 51st sarga. Bhagavata is crying. So what happened? Tato, afterwards, the scene changes. Then Rama wants to make the atmosphere, because he himself said in a earlier sloka, hey, live. Life has to be lived full. Then he saw people walking here and there. Dhana dhanya upetan. He showed people were all doing their day jobs. It was full with wealth. Dhana Sheela Janani Shivan, pure innocent people. Shivan Janan, pristine people. Akalmashamana. Akrityit Bhayani Ramyan. They were not worried about anything. Ramyanis Chaitya Yupam Samavrit. Chaitya mane temples, everywhere temples. Yupam mane people were doing lot of yaga, yajna. Once you complete a yajna, how do you know that house has completed the yaga? They raise a flag. Chaitya Yupam Avritane Udhyana Ambra Vanopetan. Then Rama showed, look at this garden, look at this. Because why? Valmiki is very, very clever. That was a summer season starting. So mangoes will grow. What a text it is. Udyana Ambra Vanopetan. It was all full of amrapala, mango. Sampanna Salila Shayan, ponds everywhere. Tushta Pushta, second. I said, no, memories serves me. So the people lived according to what Shastra said. People were active, people were cautious. I said, third lesson, Tushta Pusht. People were pleasant mentally. When they are mentally happy, physically they are happy. Pusht, Tusht, Aur Pusht. Tushta Pushta Jana Kirnan Sankulan group. Tushta Pushta Jana Kirnan Gokula Kula Sevitan. They were taking care of cows and calves and aja goats. Lakshaniyan Narendranam. People were spotless. Their mind were pristine, so everything came. Narendranam Brahma Gosha Abhinaditan. People were singing, people were dancing, people were reciting Vedas. Ratena Purusha Vyagra Kosalan Anyavartata. So Ramayana actually begins. So Ram starts going towards Ma Ganga. First time Ramayana, of course in Valmiki, in Balakanda he talks about the story of Bhagirath. But when Rama is grown and things have come, this is the time when Valmiki introduces Ganges. In Dharti mein, Madhyena Muditam Spitam Ramya Udyana Samakulam Rajyam Bhogyam Narendranam Yayau Drutimatambara. This man, steadfastness, Dritiman. Ram, as a Dritiman, keeps on going. Tatra Tripagatam Divyam Tripagam Tripadagam Divyam Shivatoyam Ashaivalam Dadarsha Raghava Gangam Punyam Rishi Nivesitam. So he saw Ganga at a distance. Tatra Tripadagam Tribihi Patibihi Ghamyati Iti Tripagata Ganga Divyam. Not only she is beautiful, she is Sivam, pious. Toyam Ashaivalam. No Moses, no Pasi. You go even today, this is proved. You won't see that green fungus in Ganges. They throw the dead bodies there, no stinking, nothing. Valmiki says, Tatra Tripagam Divyam Shiva Toyam Tirtam iti Toyam. Pavitra mane Tirtam. Toyam Ashaivalam. Shaivalam, Ashaivalam. No Moses, no Pashi. Dadarsha Raghavo Gangam Punyam Rishi Nisevitam Asramaihi Avidurastai. Everywhere ashrama, everywhere feeding, Annadana Kshetra. Sri Madbihi, because Ganga, lot of fertile. Samalam Kritam, no dirt. Samalam Kritam. Kalesu. So, Kale Apsarasobihi Rishtabihi Sevitam Ambagridam Shivam. Lotus. Everywhere lotus flower. People were all dancing as if these Apsaras from Devalok were dancing. Deva Dhanava Gandharihi Kinnaraihi Upashobhitam Naga Gandharva Patnibihi Sevitam Satatam Shivam. How was Ganges? Pious. Deva Dhanava Gandharvaihi Kinnaraihi. Kinnaras are the servants of Indra. Karyam Karoti iti Kinnaraha. Even in Devalog, there were servants. Those are known as Kinnaras. Deva Dhanava, both Rakshasa and all were coming to Ganges. In the night they come. Naga Gandharva Patnibihi Saha. with their wives. Sevitam satatam shivam deva krida shatakirnam devo udyana satayutam deva arthakasha gamam vikyatam deva padmini. Ganga, Valmiki gives a name to Ganga as Deva Padmini, golden Deva lotus. Deva Krida Shatakin. This place, this is big swimming pool. Ganges is the swimming pool for Devas. So 100 such swimming pools, 100 gods. Manikarnika god, this god, that god, Ram god, Maruti god, everything. Okay, Deva Krida Shata Kirnam, Deva Udhyana Shata Yutam. Yutam ane group. Deva Arthama Akasha Sangamam Vikyatam Deva Padmini. Vikyatam Deva Padmini. Jalaghata Attaha Sogram Phena Nirmala Hasinim. He is telling how Ganges is Attahasa. As if a woman got angry with her husband. When this Ganges comes from Gangotri all the way, crossing all that Haridwar up to Rishikesh, sound, hit. When it hits the stone in Himalayas, the sound, it's like as if a woman got angry and does attahasa, attahasa, ha 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 ha. It is like this. Jalaghata attahasa ugram fena nirmala. Then she changes. When she comes to Haridwar, she becomes like a yuvati, showing her teeth. Pristine white teeth. Fena nirmala hasinim. Fena mane, that foam. When you put the soap, that thing comes, no. So fena mane, bubble. So then Valmiki does some hasya. Then afterwards, this same Ganga becomes like a yuvati, well-dressed yuvati, showing her teeth, white teeth. Kvachit veni krita jalam. Then when it is flowing, it's like woman, braided woman. Kvachit avarta shobhitam, whirling, avartanam. Doing the same thing. Taniyavartanam, they say, no, in drum percussion, doing the same thing. So what is it? Jalaghata attahasa ugram peni nirmala hasinim kvachiti veni krita jalam kvachiti avarta shobhita. My Sanskrit, this Sanskrit I am reminding. Kvachiti sthimita gambiram, somewhere it is deep and still. Sthimita mane stambha. You don't see, if you think, they say that don't think that there is no worlds there. The river may cheat you. You know, grandpa, granny, aunt will tell. If you go Narmada, Ganges and Tapi in Surat, you go there, Tapi flows. Right? And then don't think that it is still there. That will be the deepest past. Valmiki says this. They are not ordinary people. We do PhD. I did PhD. I was in MIT before I came here. I can't think. Kvachiti sthimita gambiram. Gambiram mane deep. But it is still. You cheats. River cheats you. Kvachiti vega jalakulam. Somewhere it is forceful. Kvachiti gambiran. Somewhere it makes noise. Kvachiti bhadraiva niswanam. Bhayam. Bhadra mane. Who is Bhadra? But bhaya. That somewhere it is creating fear for you. Kala Bhairava. Like that. Deva Sangata Pluta Jalam. Somewhere it is very pleasant, as if Devas were taking bath. Plutam mane taking bath. Snanam. Nirmala Utpala Shobhitam. Utpala, lilies. Lotus, water lilies. Kvachite Abhoga Pulinam. Kvachite Nirmala Vakulam. Somewhere it is like white sands, like Florida beaches. So Ganges still today is like that. So Kvachiti Abhoga Pulinam. Somewhere it is all gods. Somewhere it is white sand. Hamsa Sarasa Sanguttam Chakravak Upakujitam Sadham Vigahaihi. There are a lot of vultures. Hamsa, swan. Saramsa mane kokku. What do you call kokku? Crane. Hamsa, Sarasa, Sangushtam, swan and crane. At least my language comes back. After a long time, I've been a scientist for 27 years. All those language things fell. Ramayana gives. Hamsa, Sarasa, Sangushtam, Chakravak. How many fauna, flora Valmiki throws? Hamsa, swan. What did I say? Crane, Sarasa, Chakravak. There is some bird called Chakravak. Upakujitam makes nice sound. Sadam adhaischa vigagaihi abhisannaditam taram. Everything was making signs. Kvachiti thira ruhaihi vriksham. A lot of trees. Thira ruhaihi. That means lot of trees are grown. Vrikshaihi malabhi vashobitam. They were like garlanding this great Mata. Kvachiti utpallotpalla channam. Beautiful. Utpalla means blossom. Utpalla, Sanskrit word means blossom. That's why you call fool blossom. Utpalla. What is the name for fool in English? Fool का नाम क्या English में? Flower. Utpalla. Look. Kvachite utpallotpalla channam. Channam mane covered. The Ganges is all covered by water lilies. Utpalla pallam. Fully blossomed water lilies. Kvachite padmavana kulam. Kvachite kumudan shandaischa kadmalaihi upashobitam. Kumuda. Lilies. Nana pushpa rajodvasam samadamiva chakvachit. Nana pushpa. It is all full of flowers. So Rama is now going to, he came, diagonally he is coming. Azamgarh, Jaunpur, Prayagraj. Diagonally he is crossing. Now he has come to around 170 kilometers and he just saw Ganges. Nishad Raj is going to run 51st Sarga. Pavamana Sududupatu Padara Vindamulaku Ninama Rupamulaku Nitya Jaya Mangalam Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunabdaye Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam Hari Anant Harikata Anant.